Your life can change in an instant. And I don't only mean in the most beautiful way possible. I mean in some of the most painful ways too. One conversation, one diagnosis, one opportunity, one goodbye, one decision. And suddenly, the life you thought you knew becomes a life you barely recognize. That's why every moment matters. Every moment is a gift, a blessing, an invitation, an opportunity to make a choice that brings you closer to a life of meaning, purpose, and truth. But when we stop considering how precious and temporary this life really is, something happens to us. We stop choosing our lives consciously. We settle into routines we never consciously chose. We inherit beliefs we never consciously questioned. We postpone the things that make us feel alive. And slowly, so slowly that we barely notice it, stagnation begins to replace imagination. Survival begins to replace possibility. And the dreams that once made our hearts race begin to feel unrealistic, irresponsible, or even ridiculous. I'm here because I don't want that to happen to you. Mortality is a real thing. You see, you've been taught to dream your entire life. The movies you watched taught you to dream about finding Prince Charming or meeting the woman of your dreams and fighting for her. Fighting for her in such a way where when you make a mistake, you chase her down the street and beg her for forgiveness while you tell her everything that you learned about how stubborn you've been and how blind you've been to her love, even while everybody's watching. And as the people on the street watch you apologize, you surrender to her, and she chooses you. She says that she forgives you, and she tells you that she loves you too. The music that you listened to growing up introduced you to artists who appeared to be living their dreams. And when they sang their songs to you, something inside you started to believe, maybe I can live mine too. Perhaps your parents raised you wanting something better for you. Perhaps your caregivers made sacrifices so that your life wouldn't have to be as hard as theirs was. And if that wasn't your experience, if your ability to dream wasn't nurtured at home, then take a moment and consider, where did your dreams come from? Who helped you imagine that your life could become something more? Was it a teacher, a friend, an artist, a book, a movie, a song? Or was it simply the part of you that refused to stop imagining? Maybe you were innately born with imagination. Something just clicked. It's like, wow, I'm meant for more. Somewhere along the way, you learned how to dream. You've dreamt of love. You've dreamt of traveling somewhere that made you feel free. You've dreamt of belonging somewhere that you didn't have to pretend. You've dreamt of adventure, of connection, and of creating something meaningful for yourself and maybe even for others too. Maybe you dreamt of the car, the house, and the loft, or maybe you've dreamt of a deeper connection with God, of family, of peace, and of joy. Maybe you didn't know exactly what you wanted your life to look like. You just knew how you wanted it to feel. And the life you're living today is, in many ways, a manifestation of every choice you have made in pursuit of those dreams. Which brings me to the question that I want you to consider in this moment. Are you living the dreams that you once imagined? And if you are, is it enough for you? Is this it? Are you genuinely fulfilled by the life that you have created? Are you satisfied and enriched by the dreams you have made real, the things you have achieved, and the life that you now have? Or have you successfully created a life that no longer feels like yours? Is your life an expression of what makes you feel alive? Or is it the manifestation of what you were influenced to believe would make your life worth living? And if you're not living your dreams, then why aren't you? What is standing between you and the life that you've continued to imagine? Are you willing to face the parts of yourself that have been preventing those dreams from becoming real? Are you confronting your resistance while honoring the value of your existence? Or has fear of the unknown convinced you that your dreams are stupid, silly, or even impossible? Are you listening to the people who tell you that your dreams will never come true? And if you are, have you ever stopped to ask whether they were speaking about your limitations or just projecting their own? Have you taken inventory of the beliefs you call yours that may have never belonged to you in the first place? The belief that it's too late, or the belief that you aren't talented enough, or the belief that you need permission, the belief that somebody else has to believe in your dream before you're allowed to believe in it yourself. Why aren't you living your dreams? You see, you were once somebody's dream. Before you had a name, before you accomplished anything, before you could prove your value to anyone, you were imagined, you were hoped for, you were prayed for. Whether you were the dream of the people who raised you, or the parents who made you, the community that shaped you, or the spirits involved in making you, you are a dream come true. Your existence is evidence that something once imagined can become real. And if you can become real, then perhaps the dreams living inside of you deserve that same possibility. You deserve the opportunity to experience what it feels like to bring them to life. Not because the path will always be easy. Not because every dream will unfold exactly as you imagine, but because this life is happening. It's happening right now. And your dreams deserve more than another someday. Your dreams deserve more than one day. Your dreams deserve to be treated as day one.